Tom Tibodeau has spoken out on Tyler Kolek's minutes situation, with a lot of fans calling for Kolek to be playing for a while now. And now Kolek is getting more minutes, with two key guys at his position being out with injuries right now, with other Knick players also stepping up to speak out on behalf of the young rookie for the Knicks. And we are going to break all of this down. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Knicks Digest. It's Chris here, and we're going to jump right into things as always. And guys, if you're part of that 65% that's not subscribed, this is the place to be for all New York Knicks content. We're having so much fun here. You guys do not want to miss out. But let's jump into the video. We have a lot to discuss, guys. Look, Tyler Kolek is now finally getting his chance to get some New York Knicks minutes, and it has been absolutely exciting to watch. Now, it's only been a couple games that we've seen Tyler Kolek really play, but nonetheless, it's exciting. The Knicks needed a burst of playmaking, and Tyler Kolek has come in here and do that, most notably getting 7 assists to Mikal Bridges in the second quarter in a recent game with the New York Knicks. And Kolek has shown that he is NBA ready, that he's comfortable at the NBA level, and he wants to be in the rotation for the New York Knicks. And a lot of fans have called out Tom Tibodeau for not allowing Tyler Kolek to get more minutes. Now, yes, the Knicks are deep with guards, having all of Jalen Brunson, Deuce McBride, Cameron Payne, Tyler Kolek, even DeLon Wright. However, now there is a more open window for Kolek to play, as Jalen Brunson and Deuce McBride are both dealing with injuries right now. Brunson probably a week or two, probably around 2.5 weeks out from getting back to the court. Deuce McBride feels like it's about a week, maybe a week and a half at most, that he'll be out. So right now, Tyler Kolek is in the situation to finally get some real minutes with the New York Knicks, which he has relished and taken advantage of. Thibodeau, again, fans have called him out on this, but he spoke out on Tom Tibodeau saying, yeah, he's worked hard all year. The things that he needed to do, he did. He works. He's a tireless worker, performed well in the G League. So when the opportunity came, he was ready. And there's still obviously a lot of work to be done, but he keeps getting better and better. And that's a really good sign. On top of that, Josh Hart speaking on behalf of Tyler Kolek, saying he stayed ready, stayed involved, stayed working. And when he got his opportunity, he was able to go out there and execute. You guys seen it in the course of the NBA season. Guys that are not playing and their mind floats and their opportunity comes and they're not ready for it. So he put the work in. He's continuing to put the work in, now knowing that we are going to call his number more. Now, I've said this before and I'll say it again. Josh Hart is in a way an extension of the coaching staff. Not only is he very close with Tom Tibodeau, I mean, it's one of the reasons why they got in that screaming matches. The two are very, very close. I mean, Tom Tibodeau went on Jalen Brunson and Josh Hart's podcast, and Tibbs was asked, by Matt Hillman, saying, who would you want to play you in a movie? And, Tibbs joked around and said, yeah, probably a Brad Pitt or a George Clooney. And Josh Hart's response is, hell no, you're ugly. They're very, very close. Josh Hart and Tom Tibodeau are cut from that same cloth. Josh Hart is the epitome of a Tom Tibodeau player in literally every single way. He wants to play all 48 minutes. He does not want to come out. He's going to play hard defense. He's going to send himself into the stands for a live ball, and he's so competitive. Josh Hart would literally burn MSG to the ground if it meant the New York Knicks could have one win. It's just the type of guy he is. And when you have that type of guy who's also giving directions out in the court, being vocal, Tom Tibodeau loves that. And what we're seeing is a guy in Tyler Kolek who is cut from a similar cloth. Now, yes, the defense is not there, and we're not going to pretend like it is. But Kolek is a guy that Thibodeau called for the Knicks to draft. That's what people are forgetting about this. Tom Tibodeau wanted Tyler Kolek. He told the Knicks, I want this guy on our team. I think he's a perfect fit. I think he's a great player who's going to have a great future in the NBA. So it's not like Tom Tibodeau was against this selection, Leon Rose and Walt Perrin made the wrong choice. I don't want to play this guy. That is not what happened. Tom Tibodeau was all in on Tyler Kolek, but the Knicks have a bunch of veteran guards. Tom Tibodeau, as we know, favors veterans. Tyler Kolek, not a strong defender. It led to Kolek sitting and learning for the first year of his career. What other second-round pick picked around that 34th slot also did the same thing? Deuce McBride, another great second-round pick around that 34th slot. Jalen Brunson. Now, Brunson obviously wasn't on the Knicks and got more playing time in year one under Rick Carlisle with the Dallas Mavericks, but he still didn't get a ton of minutes here and there. His first three was an air ball, which he loves to talk about. His first shot attempt was an air ball, but obviously it all worked out. Jalen Brunson is an NBA superstar now. Deuce McBride, one of the key players for the New York Knicks. Both of them picked around the same spot as Tyler Kolek, and Kolek, he's on that grind, and Tom Tibodeau appreciates it, and we're going to see more from Tyler Kolek. Don't get me wrong. And as Tibbs mentioned, he's been balling in the G League as well. 18 points per game in the G League with 10 assists. He's playing very well in that tip-off tournament. He shot well from the field and from three. Kolek has a lot that you're going to like about his game. He's an excellent passer. He runs the offense. He's comfortable running the offense. He wants the ball in his hands because he knows how to make the best play possible for a basket to come out, whether it's him, whether it's someone else, whether it's setting up a teammate, which is his preferred move, but he's happy to score as well. Great working that middle ground, hitting those floaters in that Jalen Brunson-esque style from the left side. There is a lot to like about the way that Tyler Kolek plays basketball. Also, shout out Jordan Hawkins, 25 points. Good for him. But where the New York Knicks find themselves right now, they need production from Tyler Kolek. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. They need Tyler Kolek to be that guy. And he was that guy in college, and he came out NBA ready, and he's shown it every time he stepped on the court. I mean, look at the just wall of accolades that this man racked up in college. 3 years at Marquette, 4 years in college basketball, 3 years in the Big East. The other one coming with George Mason. And, well, Kolek in the Big East for 3 straight years led them in assists per game. The man knows how to pass a ball. He's an incredible playmaker, and he is someone who the Knicks need right now. Without Jalen Brunson, the Knicks do have a clear need for playmaking. It's really, really worrisome that Jalen Brunson's the only guy in the rotation who's a great passer. But, I mean, Josh Hart's a good passer, don't get me wrong. Mikal Bridges has his moments. Karl-Anthony Towns is a great passer for a big man. But there's not a true number one playmaker when Jalen Brunson's out. Enter Tyler Kolek. That fixes the problem. Tyler Kolek goes out there, makes the right reads, makes good plays, comfortable with the ball, setting his guys up with ease. He saw Mikal was the hot hand. What did Kolek do? Continue to find and hit the hot hand like it's nobody's business. Tyler Kolek is very, very, very talented, and he is ready at that NBA level to really produce. Now, Tibbs also mentioned, I think, like for most rookies, there's a big adjustment going from college to the pros. So understanding your team responsibilities and the individual responsibilities and who you're guarding, the strengths and the weaknesses of this team. He's a gym rat, and he loves the game, so he's learning each day. And the more times he goes through it, the better he'll get. So Tom Tibodeau, I mean, the way he talks about Kolek, and I know Tibbs is always never really slamming his players to the media ever. He's not the type of guy to do that. He is going to support his guys in the media. Tibbs doing that with Tyler Kolek, and he's right to do that because everything Tibbs said is exactly what he wants to see out of a rookie. And remember, very few rookies have ever broken through for Tom Tibodeau in history. I mean, Emmanuel quickly did it, but remember, that was the worst team on paper that the New York Knicks had in a very long time. I mean, they were getting a little bit better. RJ Barrett was entering into his second year in the NBA. Julius Randle ended up turning the heat up a lot. Obviously, Emmanuel quickly was a big part of that as well. They had a solid shooting guard in Reggie Bullock, but still, that team did not look like a playoff team. Are you telling me a starting lineup of Elfrid Payton, Reggie Bullock, RJ Barrett, Julius Randle, and Nerlens Noel because Mitchell Robinson played like 20 games that season? Is that a playoff team? No. Did Julius Randle will them there with excellent coaching from Tom Tibodeau and an awesome trade that landed the Knicks Derrick Rose in the second half of the season? Absolutely. That's what did it. And Emmanuel quickly learned a ton from Derrick Rose the literal instant that Rose showed up, and that helped Tibbs feel more comfortable playing quickly next to Rose. So now the Knicks, they didn't need to add a veteran point guard at the deadline because this is a much different team than it was 5 years ago or 4 years ago. So where we're at right now, yeah, I mean, it's just going to be tougher for Kolek to get minutes. Doesn't mean it's going to be that way forever. It means it's going to be that way for this season. Next season, he's going to be in the rotation. I'm sure of it. The way he's playing right now, the way that Thibodeau loves him, the way that Kolek was likely going to go and play in the summer league, because as Tibbs said, he loves basketball. Kolek is eligible for it, and it's important that he gets those reps, especially because he's going to be playing with Kevin McCullough for sure, because McCullough he hasn't gotten any NBA time because of that knee injury that he suffered. He is playing well in the G League, had 2 straight triple doubles, as we all know. I made that video on that. If you haven't seen that, go check it out. McCullough and Pacome.ea are in the thumbnail, called Something Big is Brewing or Something Huge is Brewing, something like that. But Pacome's going to be there as well in the G League, or in the Summer League. Huck Porty is going to be rehabbing his knee, and part of that's probably going to come with playing in the Summer League. The Knicks do have a second-round pick this season. They'll probably add another rookie because their salary cap situation. That guy will be in the Summer League. So it'll be a good chance for Tyler Kolek to run an offense and prepare to get big minutes with the Knicks. Out of any rookie next season who I'm convinced is going to play the most minutes, it's easily Kolek. Second is Huck Porty if the Knicks decide to trade Mitchell Robinson. Something that I need to make clear I don't want to happen. I just think it's likely that it will happen because of financial restrictions and stuff like that. But Kolek will be getting a ton of minutes next season, I truly believe. You just look at where the Knicks are now, and they're going to need Kolek to play. With Jalen Brunson and Deuce McBride out, Kolek, who this season is averaging 2 points per game and 1 assist in the limited minutes while shooting 37.5% from the field and 35.5% from 3, has not gotten enough minutes to really show what the stats should look like. Meanwhile, you have Cameron Payne out there, who is the starting point guard for the Knicks right now with Deuce and Brunson out. He's putting up 7 points per game, 1.5 rebounds, and 3 assists, getting 40% from the field, 36.5% from 3. He's a good plug-and-play guy for 14-ish minutes a night, but not as a starter. I actually think Kolek should start over Payne because I think the passing is more important, and Payne, you could add him as a little scorer off the bench. Payne is a better scorer than Tyler Kolek. Kolek is a better passer than Payne. The Knicks have a bunch of scoring in that starting unit. I think Tyler Kolek's the guy, given, again, rookie. Tibbs is not going to start him over a veteran in Cameron Payne. He also likes Cameron Payne a lot and the energy he brings, so that makes things a little bit more complicated as well. Meanwhile, the other point guard the Knicks have on roster is DeLon Wright, who still is not getting any minutes, which makes things even more confusing that the near 33-year-old is not getting bought out for Moses Brown, but whatever. I've talked about that enough. I probably will talk about it again at some point later on in the season. But he's putting up 2 points, 1.5 rebounds, 1.5 assists per game, shooting 28% from the field and 25% from 3. Obviously not great numbers. His numbers with the Knicks, they're non-existent because he's barely played with the Knicks. It makes no sense why the Knicks have DeLon Wright on the roster. They should get rid of him for Moses Brown. And it's not anti-DeLon Wright. I actually like DeLon Wright a lot. I think he is probably a good veteran to have around. I just don't see the point of it when the Knicks could use more big man depth. But Ariel Hukporti is on the way back, which is huge. So that's going to help as well. But where the Knicks are at, absolutely, Tyler Kolek is going to get more minutes. We're going to see him continually play while Deuce and Brunson are out. And I'm honestly super excited to watch him. I hope Tibbs does start him. I doubt he will. But I would love to see Tyler Kolek get some starting burn with these New York Knicks. But guys, let me know what you think in the comments down below. Should Kolek start over Cameron Payne? Should Kolek be getting minutes once Brunson and Deuce are back? How would that work? Should he just get minutes over Payne? Let me know in the comments down below. Be sure to get back to you guys. Like this video, subscribe, turn on post notifications. We are closing in on that 13K mark. Please subscribe. We're on that grind. It would really mean a lot to me to get there before the playoffs. Guys, thank you so much. Always appreciate you guys tuning in. Have a great day and go Knicks.